Hello everyone. Now I am going to explain about logarithmic test. When we have to apply this logarithmic test, what is the formula? What are the conditions? When it will convergent? When will it is divergent? When the test fails? The logarithmic test. Now whenever the ratio test fails, as well as ratio test result contains, that means limit n tends to infinity un by un plus 1 is equal to some having some contains some e terms, either e by x or ex or x by e, whatever it contains, the result answer of the ratio test, answer of the ratio test contains some e term, then only we have to apply logarithmic test. First of all, we will see the logarithmic test statement. Let sigma un be the series of positive terms such that the formula of logarithmic test is the limit n tends to infinity n into log of un by un plus 1 is equal to k. n into log of un by un plus 1 is equal to k is the formula. Then depends on this k value only you will get the conclusions. If k greater than 1, sigma un is convergent. If k less than 1, sigma un is divergent. If k is equal to 1, the test fails. The logarithmic test formula is limit n tends to infinity n into log of un by un plus 1 is equal to k. Depends on the k only, we will get the conclusions. If k greater than 1, sigma un is convergent. If k less than 1, sigma un is divergent. If k is equal to 1, the test fails. When we have to apply this logarithmic test means this method is applicable if limit n tends to infinity un by un plus 1 has some e term, e having either ex or e by x or x by e, something like that. So it contains the result of, this is the ratio test formula. It contains the answer, final answer contains some e term or e by x or ex, x by e or whatever, it contains some e term, then only we have to apply logarithmic test. Now we will see one problem. Test the convergence of the series. If you observe the series, the given series, first we will find the nth term. There is nothing is there, x into is there means 1 square. 1 square is 1. 1 square by 1 factorial we can assume. Therefore sigma un is equal to 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square and so on. 1 square, 2 square, 4 square means n to the power of 1 square, 2 square, 3 cube, 1 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2, 3 to the power of 3 is n to the power of n. X square, x cube, x to the power of 4 means x to the power of n by 1 factorial. Nothing is there means 1 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial, 4 factorial. Denominator means n factorial. This is the nth term. Now this nth term is containing factorial. Whenever the given series contains some factorial, you have to apply ratio test. Ratio test means we need to calculate un plus 1. Wherever n is there, in place of n plus 1 whole to the power of n plus 1 into x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1 factorial. Now formula, ratio test formula, limit n tends to infinity un by un plus 1 is equal to limit n tends to infinity un. How much is our un? This is our un. Un is n to the power of n by n factorial into x to the power of n into this un plus 1, whatever is there we have to write in the reverse manner. N plus 1 factorial by n plus 1 whole to the power of n plus 1 into 1 by x to the power of n plus 1. X to the power of n get cancelled. Now that is equal to limit n tends to infinity. Limit n tends to infinity. N to the power of n we will write like that only. N factorial also we will write like that only. N plus 1 we can, if you expand n plus 1 factorial, n plus 1 into n factorial by n plus 1 to the power of n into n plus 1 we can write. Bases are equal, power should be added, n plus 1 to the power of n plus 1, n plus 1 to the power of n plus 1 we can write like this. Now into 1 by x 1 by x. Now n factorial get cancelled. Now from this n to the power of n common, if you taking common n, it will become n to the power of n. That is equal to, the next step is, that is equal to limit n tends to infinity, n to the power of 1 I am writing as it is by n plus 1. n plus 1 also get cancelled. n factorial get cancelled. n plus 1 get cancelled. And remaining is n to n. If you taking common n, it will become n to the power of n. 1 plus 1 by n whole to the power of n into 1 by x. n to the power of n get cancelled. Limit n tends to infinity. 1 by 1 plus 1 by n whole to the power of n into 1 by x. This becomes 1 by e. Limit n tends to infinity. 1 plus 1 by n whole to the power of n is e into x, ex. That means the ratio test answer contains, the answer is 1 by ex. It contains, limit n tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by n whole to the power of n becomes e. This x is there, ex. The answer we have got 1 by ex. Based on this one, by ratio test, we have to write the conclusions. By ratio test, if 1 by ex greater than 1, sigma un is convergent. What is the meaning of this one? 1 is greater than 1 by ex is greater than 1, convergent. 1 is greater than ex implies ex is less than 1, implies x is less than 1 by e, implies sigma un convergent. CGT means convergent. 1 by ex is greater than 1, sigma un is convergent. I am writing in detail. If you write in detail, if you cross multiply, 1 is greater than ex. 1 is greater than ex implies, we can write ex is less than 1, implies x. If you send the e to this side, x is less than 1 by e. That means if whenever x is less than 1 by e, then sigma un is convergent. In the same way, another one also we will write. If 1 by ex is less than 1, then sigma un is divergent. If you cross multiply, 1 is less than ex implies ex is greater than 1, implies x is greater than 1 by e. Whenever x is greater than 1 by e, sigma un is divergent, DGT. Now the test fails. The test fails if x is equal to 1 by e. Otherwise 1 by ex is equal to 1. 1 by ex is equal to 1. That means if you cross multiply, x is equal to 1 by e. Now here we have got one conclusion, x greater than 1 by e divergent, x less than 1 by e convergent. We have got some type of conclusions here itself. When x is less than 1 by e, it is convergent. When x is greater than 1 by e, it is divergent. But when x is equal to 1 by e, the test fails. That means we don't know what is the conclusion of that one. What will happen when x is equal to e, we have to find. That means we are doing further investigation when x is equal to 1 by e. When x is equal to 1 by e. Un. First we will write a un. Now it contains, before writing un, x is equal to, the ratio test contains some e value. That's why we have to apply logarithmic test. Logarithmic test formula. First I will write limit n tends to infinity. Limit n tends to infinity, n into log un by un plus 1. This is the formula. That is equal to limit n tends to infinity, n into log of un by un plus 1. Before taking common, how much we have got, that value only we should write. After cancelling all the terms, n to the power of n by n plus 1 whole to the power of n into 1 by x. That value we will write. All the terms cancel. Before taking common n to the power of n by n plus 1 to the power of n into 1 by x. But x is equal to 1 by e, that is equal to e you will get. Now we will write n by n plus 1 whole to the power of n into 1 by x. 1 by e is e. You will get like this. That is equal to limit n tends to infinity n into log of, this is in the form of log m n, log. Now after applying the, now we are applying log. Log means all log formulas. Wherever, if it is in the form of log mn, log m plus log n. If it is in the form of log m by n, log m minus log n. If it is in the form of log m to the power of n, n log m. Like that all the formulas we have to apply. Log m. Log m means n by n plus 1 whole to the power of n into log e plus log e. Log mn. Log mn is equal to log m plus log n. That is equal to limit n tends to infinity n into log of n plus 1 by n to the power of minus n plus log e. Log e is 1, we will write in the next step. I forgot to write. Limit n tends to infinity. Limit n tends to infinity n into minus n log m to the power of n. Log m to the power of n is minus n log of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Log e is 1. That is equal to limit n tends to infinity n into minus n log of n common 1 plus 1 by n n cancel plus 1. Now from this term minus n I wrote as it is the log of n plus 1 by n common I took common, 1 plus 1 by n cancel plus 1. That is equal to limit n tends to infinity n into minus n log of 1 plus 1 by n plus 1. Now here I will apply one log formula. Log of 1 plus x is equal to x minus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 minus and so on. This is one formula of log of 1 plus x. You will get alternatively plus and minus starting with x, plus minus like that you will get. Now write the first two terms only because this is and so on. Up to and so on is there. No need to write three terms. Only first two terms only write down and put dot dot dot. It will okay. Now when we have to apply this 1 plus log x means you cannot apply this formula for log of 1 plus n or n plus 1. You have to convert that in the form of 1 plus 1 by n. 1 plus 1 by n and then only you can apply. You cannot apply this formula for log of 1 plus n. It should be in the form of 1 plus 1 by n. Remember, limit n tends to infinity, n outside is there, minus n. Log of 1 plus n is, log of 1 plus n is, 1 plus n is, if you apply this formula, how much you will get? How much? 1 by n minus 1 by 2n square and so on you will get. No need to write plus 1. Now x, how much is x? 1 by n minus x square by 2. X square by means x square means 1 by n square by 2 is 2. X square by 2. Only two terms I wrote. I did not write the third term. Two terms is enough. Now limit n tends to infinity Now multiply with n inside n into 1 by n minus 1, minus into minus plus, n cancel, 1 by 2n plus 1. I am multiplying inside n. I am multiplying with n. I will get like this, plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. Now I will multiply with the outside n. I will multiply with outside n, limit n tends to infinity, n into n cancel, 1 by 2. Now limit n tends to infinity, 1 by 2 is 1 by 2 which is less than 1. Now apply only 2 terms, that's enough. I wrote only 2 terms, all the terms cancel, and outside n I multiplied 1 by 2 which is less than 1. Therefore by logarithmic test, sigma un, whenever less than 1 if you get, sigma un is divergent. 1 by 2, less than 1 we have got. I multiplied with inside n and I have got like this, divergent, and we will combine all the conclusions. Now 1 by ex less than 1. If x less than 1 by e, then sigma un is convergent. If x greater than 1 by e, as well as in case of x is equal to 1 by e also, sigma un is divergent. In these two cases it is divergent. This is the final conclusion. Finally you have to combine these two conclusions. Like this you have to do. Now in the same way, the second problem is test the convergence. 1 plus x by 2 plus 2 factorial by 3 square into x square plus 3 factorial by 4 cube into x cube plus and so on. This is also containing this problem also containing factorials. That's why we have to apply ratio test. If ratio test answer contains some e term, you have to apply logarithmic test. Thank you very much.